At guard, support number 11,
Welcome to the New Year's Eve festivities here on 2K Sports. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's Gobert in at the 5, down low. And for Atlanta, Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. And these teams have been prepping for this season tip-off game for months, Grant.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, BA, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Daniels.
Yeah, and Porzingis is deceptively mobile at times, which makes him dangerous in pick and rolls.
Here's Edwards. The shot comes out. On the wing, Risache. McDaniels covering, and Risache gets it to go.
Well, he doesn't have a powerhouse build, but Risache does make great effort, and that helps against inside resistance.
And Edwards slams it in.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Daniels outside. Back to Young. Outside Risache. Launches it. Rebound Minnesota. And going against Atlanta, their first meeting on the year.
These teams were similar last year, both in how they treated this head-to-head matchup and where they finished in the standings.
Well, in terms of where they sit in the league, these teams are both in the middle of the pack, but both are looking to take the next step. Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, the Atlanta Hawks this summer, adding free agents Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Luke Kennard, this team is now possessing a stacked wing rotation. And with this infusion of playmaking and shooting, guys, they could be pretty tough to deal with now.
A team to be reckoned with. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. Outside Edwards. Over Daniels. Pass to Randall. Here's McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Edwards gotten his second bucket of the game. Young against DiVincenzo. Porzingis with a screen on DiVincenzo. Young from long range. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Randall outside. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Letting Randall get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. When it comes to Randall, he's had doubters over the years, Stan, but his talent's undeniable.
Yeah, B.A., look, there's no question Randall's ability to score and rebound down low. And his post-passing gets overlooked sometimes, too.
Porzingis finds Johnson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Young. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Minnesota in the lead. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Counted from distance. Edwards has got 7. Here's Young. No points so far. Daniels outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. BA?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Young. Fires it. Randall pulls down the board.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
The drive by Daniels. Pass to Young. 1:10 left in the first quarter here. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Rizachet. And it's Alexander Walker in for Daniels. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Shannon. To the inside. Miller. And he jams it home with authority.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Hawks trail by 3. Now Young. Porzingis sets a screen. Oh!
Wow!
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Now here's Conley. Pass to Shannon. Now Clark. Here's Shannon, covered by Johnson. Now here's Conley. Reed in the post. Okongwu on him. Reed can't hit. The Hawks have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Young against Conley. Porzingis with a screen on Conley. Young from long range. That shot off the mark. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top, up by 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Let's get you back to the action on the floor as the New Year's Eve festivities continue. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Here's Kennard. And after that surprising Karl-Anthony Towns trade, it took time for Minnesota to gel.
Yeah, last season some inconsistency, but they seem to find a groove down the stretch, capping it off with a deep run.
On the court for Minnesota. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Then there's Mike Conley, and it's Shannon in at the 3. Now here's Randall. Right side Conley. Clark finds Conley. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks trailing. To the paint. Here's Houston. Buries it down low.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Shannon. He's scoreless. Pass to Randall. Wing shot on the way. Good on the shot. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Showing off the handles. Randall calling his own number.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's Houston. Fires the 3. Reed with the rebound. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. To the left side wing. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. A On the wing, Alexander Walker. Clark covers, and there it is for him. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Atlanta.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Atlanta making some changes. Risache, he's checked in for Houston. Daniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Trae Young in for Kennard. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Minnesota. Now here's Risache, coming off a 12-point game. Daniels misses.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Randall, and he drains the quick shot. And it's 6 points for Julius Randle.
Well, you look at Randall's release, and he gets so much arc on his shot at times. It really works for him.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays." Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Hawks trail by 3. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools, showing his hops on that one.
How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hadn't been met in over 3 decades, B.A. In the process, the Aussie earning the nickname, the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad.
And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
And the athleticism Edwards possesses is incredible. So good at drawing contact on the drive.
And he can't get the first one. Stan, a recent development in Anthony Edwards' game, his 3-point shooting.
Yeah, Brian, he led the league in threes attempted last year and shot it at a good percentage, too. He's such a good driver. Taking lots of threes will open things up for him.
Porzingis is checked in for the Hawks. Jalen Johnson comes in for Gay.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up. And Porzingis, known to everyone as the unicorn. I'm sure some of our viewers wonder where he got that nickname from.
Well, B.A., I heard that actually Kevin Durant gave it to him due to his rare combination of size and skill. One unicorn recognizing another, I guess.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gobert's checked in for Julius Randle. McDaniels comes in for Shannon. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Young looking around. Outside Risache. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's McDaniels. Still without a bucket. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
And Johnson gets it to go on the assist from Risache. And it's a 3-point Atlanta lead. Outside McDaniels. Picked by Gobert. Outside Reed. From outside the arc. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul.
Well, Reed has only become more confident as time has gone on at the arc. He will not hesitate.
The Hawks have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. DiVincenzo against Young. Here's Risache. Doesn't go that time. McDaniels with some nice D. Edwards against Daniels. Back to DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc. On target from range. DiVincenzo's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Daniels outside. Back to Young. Launches a three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Reed. McDaniels a screen. Reed with it. Now guarded by Risache. Reed, good. Reed's got 5.
Superb focus from Reed. He excels at using his strength to push through contact inside.
There's Young with the 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift. Outside
Edwards. 4-3. The shot off that time. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Minnesota. They're up by 5. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now. And, Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can...
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
They're measuring up the shot. Please give it up for the participants.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on?
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight. Chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mindset.
Yeah, you can tell it was a focal point of their game plan coming in, and they've made good on that. And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. And it's Young in at the point guard position. So that's the Hawks 5.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
DiVincenzo against Young. Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
Showing off his skills with the floater. That's just one of many ways DiVincenzo can beat you.
Pass to Johnson. They set a pick. And here's Risache. Now here's Porzingis. Defended by Gobert. Porzingis punishing inside.
Well, for Porzingis, that's just easy money. I keep going to that until they stop it.
Stolen by Daniels. Now here's Young. Three-pointer. That shot is off.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Up top, Edwards. Defended by Porzingis.
Well, it might not be fair, but most nights we expect Edwards to put up big scoring numbers. That's what you ask of your stars.
Hawks trail by 7. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Now here's Risacher. That one doesn't drop. Oh, good D by Edwards.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Here's Randall. And he makes it on the layup. And now it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, Randall doesn't back down from physical coverage. In fact, he welcomes the challenge.
Young drives it in. And stolen by Gobert. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, B.A. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back to you, B.A.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Now here's McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Pass to Randall. Here's the 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. 5th on the list, the Hawks.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Here's McDaniels. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
Well, that's excellent defense by Johnson. Able to protect the rim without foul.
Oh, got that one up quick. Young's got 5 points.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Pass to Randall. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Just 5 on the clock. Edwards. Here's Gobert. And Porzingis with the block.
The unicorn out there doing what he does on defense. Protecting the paint.
That 3's off the mark.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Will stand a move by the Hawks to diversify their offense with more cutting and ball movement.
Well, it's made the Hawks tougher to defend and keeps all 5 guys engaged. As prolific as Trae Young is, it's too much to have him do it all by himself. A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
It's Edwards on the wing, covered by Daniels. DiVincenzo, pass to McDaniels. Shoots it from the high post. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And you gotta box out Gobert or he will make you pay on the offensive glass.
Here's Risacher. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. He's got 6.
The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Johnson. Gay comes in for Risacher. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Daniels. And it's Kennard in for Trae Young. Kennard passes to Alexander Walker. Back to Kennard. They kick it out to Porzingis. From deep range, KP hits it. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
One other thing I've liked is how assertive they've been on D, swatting a good number of shots away as a result.
Reed can't hit. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Pass to Okongwu. 30 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Minnesota leading by 7. And here's Reed. He's got 5. Takes a 3. They grab their own miss. Picked up by Okongwu. Kennard for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Kennard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And we've reached the end of the third. The T-Wolves on top, up by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So for Minnesota right now, Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Then there's Mike Conley, and it's Shannon in at the small forward position. And Minnesota with possession here, following the score by Atlanta. And it's Randall with the jam.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randall just powers it down.
Young from long range gets rebounded by Minnesota. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
I like the defensive effort, but with his size and experience, Randall beats them clean inside.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Gay. Now Young. Check by Randall. Puts it up from 12. Young misses.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
To the wing, right side. Outside Conley. The 3-ball. Nails it from 3. Conley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, look, Conley's known as a great passer, but he's also a fantastic three-point shooter.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Anthony Edwards just checked in for Clark. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Alexander Walker. No good again that time. Left side, Edwards. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside, Alexander Walker. The kick out to Johnson. Off target with the 3. The Timberwolves lead by 11. Pass to Edwards. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. Atlanta making some changes. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Risachet comes in for Gay. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Alexander Walker. The Hawks have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. From deep, Johnson sinks the tray.
Johnson letting it fly in a hurry.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Shannon. Daniels against Edwards. Reed jams it home.
Doesn't believe in soft finishes. The big fella's all about power.
Hawks trail by 10. Outside Young. Here's Daniels. Now Porzingis. From 11 feet away. Cleared away by Reed. Minnesota's gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Edwards looking it over. Now Reed. Outside Edwards. 5 on the clock. Oh, a sensational slam by Ant.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T connected cam? And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. A 12-point game. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Some changes for Minnesota. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Shannon. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. Here's DiVincenzo. Randall outside. Here's Gobert. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. Hawks trail by 10. Outside Young. He launches. Gobert pulls it down.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
Edwards against Daniels. Randall outside. 6 to shoot. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. Edwards. Oh, off target from downtown. Time running out for the Hawks. Daniels with it. Now Young. Takes a three. The free ball is down.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
They swipe it. Young fires. Oh, had a good look. Couldn't hit it. Randall. Oh, a tough lay-in. Showing no fear.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession. No doubt, that just about seals it.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Porzingis. Gobert pulls it down. Daniels against Edwards. For three. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. And you never want to say never, but in this case...
Yeah, at this point, I don't even know if divine intervention could turn this around.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's good from beyond the arc. And here's Minnesota now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Porzingis there for the rebound. So it's Minnesota picking up the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Dante, you won state titles in high school, 2 national titles at Villanova, and now a growing role in the NBA. What has been the secret to your success?
It's my ability to adapt. Different teams, different dynamics of different teams, and just my ability to adapt to that team and fit.
Sky's the limit, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Julius Randle.